All right, good morning, everybody. Um, it is October the 15th, 2021. It's actually my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Hope you got the card. Anyways, um, I've noticed that the sound on the microphone is really, really low. I don't know, you're probably having to turn it way up to hear it. But yeah, I happened to hear the video that I did yesterday, and it was really, really quiet. So I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with that. Until then, we're gonna go ahead and do the next one. If you got to turn it all the way up, you got to turn it all the way up. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I think this headset is starting to fail. I know I've said that before. Um, I'll figure it out as I go. But today we are on Psalm 29. It is a Psalm of David. Give unto the Lord, O ye mighty. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. Give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. The voice of the Lord is upon the waters. The God of glory thundereth. The Lord is upon many waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is full of majesty. The voice of the Lord breaketh the cedars. Yea, the Lord breaketh the cedars of Lebanon. He maketh them also to skip like a calf. Lebanon and Syrian like a young unicorn. The voice of the Lord divideth the flames of fire. The voice of the Lord shaketh the wilderness. The Lord shaketh the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord maketh the hinds to calve, and discovereth the forests. And in his temple doth every one speak of his glory. The Lord sitteth upon the flood, yea, the Lord sitteth king for ever. The Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Amen. There's a couple different things in here. Usually, if the Bible talks about a very specific area that something comes from, it's usually important. Or at least you should know what's going on whenever it talks about it. Now, I don't know about a lot of these places, but I know that when you talk about Cedars of Lebanon, you're talking about very big, sturdy trees. Now, of course, if you talk about the Cedars of Lebanon in the present tense, you're talking about trees that are 140, 150, nice, strong wood, good trees. Uh, but back in the day, when uh, when they would have been talking about these, they were talking about very large cedars of Lebanon. They don't. We don't go around saying, Og of Bashan like he was just, some random guy. It was no. This was a big dude that was had a lot of strength. So when you talk about Cedars of Lebanon, you're not just talking about, oh, hey, there's some 120-foot trees. Oh, that's nice. We're talking about, you know, that's the Cedars of Lebanon, man. You should have seen those. They were pretty crazy. Um, I don't know how big they would have been whenever this would have was written, but if we had to guesstimate 400, 500 feet, that's just me. That's just me spitballing. I can't prove that, of course. But I mean, if we're going to talk about giant trees, and then we're going to talk about giants that are, you know, 400, 500 feet tall, we got to talk about giant trees. So the voice of the Lord breaketh the cedars, yea, the Lord breaketh the cedars of Lebanon. Yeah, sure, God could kill a 140-foot tree, no problem. But the Lord, the Father, he can break down monstrous trees. He can fell the biggest giants of the world. He maketh them also to skip like a calf, Lebanon and Syrian like a young unicorn. He maketh them also to skip like a calf, like a young unicorn. Like a young horse with a horn grown out of its head? No, we talked about this before. We had it, what was it, 3 or 4 Psalms ago, where it was the strength of a unicorn. It's like a horse has a lot of strength, huh? This makes it skip like a young unicorn. We were talking about something that is akin to a rhinoceros, but with one horn instead of two, a unicorn. I don't know about the skipping part. I'm sure that I've seen baby hippos jump around and play, so maybe baby rhinoceroses do too. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a baby rhinoceros. I go look that up. The voice of the Lord divideth the flames of fire. Voice of the Lord shaketh the wilderness. The Lord shaketh the wilderness of Kadesh. Now that one I don't know. But again, usually if it's talking about something of a specific place, I'm wondering if the wilderness of Kadesh is something like, the deep Amazon. Makes you wonder. Temple death, glory. The Lord sitteth upon the flood. Yea, the Lord sitteth king forever. Yeah, that's really all I've got on that one. I'm doing a little bit better today. My nose is stopped up, of course, but I was going through a lot of different videos and tributes for Rob Skiba yesterday, and it's amazing how many people one man can touch. There's a couple things I found disturbing though. A lot of YouTube channels, and a lot of them were taken down as they were being put up. But there was a lot of them that I found that were just from no-name channels that were just rehashing the same story over and over again and using just the worst what do you call them? I can't think of it now. Oh god, I can't think of the word. My brain isn't working yet, so I can't think of the thumbnails for the videos. Oh my goodness, the thumbnails for the videos were just the worst, and just trying to get views. That's all it was. Just trying to get views, trying to cash in on this, and oh, it was terrible. It made me feel icky just thinking about it. There was a lot of other ones that were out there. Somebody, I think it was Parable of the Vineyard, said something about it was a lot about going on, asking why this would have happened, why this happened now, why it happened to somebody so young, and he kind of skipped over it. Didn't really come back to it, but it was something that I kind of stopped and said, no, 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 go back to that and say it again and then expound on it. But he didn't, or expand on it, whatever words. Anyways, he said something along the lines of there's a reason that it's happened. God had a reason for it to happen, but we don't understand it yet. And I wanted to keep I wanted him to keep talking about that because what could be the reason? I know that my thought was maybe we're meant to use this to expose the lies. Um, I still haven't heard the full story yet. I'm trying to find the full understanding of what happened, but maybe from what I do understand, he was admitted into the hospital and then he was basically taken away from his wife and she didn't get to see him. Period. And the first thing they did was they they took him away and probably followed the protocols and sedated him and intubated him. And he fell into a coma, I guess, for 40 days, 30 days. I don't know how long it said it was. And nobody got to see him. I mean, from what I understood, people were talking about breaking in and trying to, they were talking about going and trying to break him out of the hospital. I don't know anything about that. But that's not the first time I've heard this story over the past several months. Is somebody got admitted to the hospital, even if it was for a completely different thing other than, the COVIDs. They got admitted to the hospital, they got taken away from their loved ones, and then their loved ones never got to see him again, and they just died. It's like, a month later they were just dead, or a week later they were just dead. And I started thinking about that. It's like, is that what we're supposed to take from this? I mean, I don't want to jump on anything, and I don't want to be like the activist that starts taking this out and trying to do something against anybody's wishes. Again, I want to wait until we get the full story and we get the full understanding of what's going on. But that was just my thought on it. Was what if we're meant to use this as a way to expose what's going on? I don't know. It was just a thought. Again, I don't want to do anything against anybody's wishes, and I don't want to put that family in any more grief than they're already in. I know that I was talking to my wife last night, and I was telling her that it's not just that he died; it's that we understand the way that he died, um, and what happened that led up to it. I mean, we still don't know, what they would have done, but it was the fact that he was separated from his family and that nobody got to see him. And that's kind of the roughest part of it, at least for me. I've had 3 family members die in the past 18 months. I've had an uncle, an aunt, and my stepfather have all died within the past year and a half. And not only did I not know most of them died, but I never got to see them. We never got to have a funeral. We never got to have that closure for any of them. And none of them died because of what's going on, but they died because of what could be considered complications of the treatments of what's going on. I still don't know how my Aunt Barbara died, but I know that my uncle died of a kidney failure and my stepfather died of blood clots. I still don't know if he got the shot. That's still something I can't really talk with my mom just yet. But I need to ask her if he did because he died of blood clots in his legs. Granted, they said that he had gangrene in his foot, because he wasn't taking care of himself. I know that sounds insane, but he died of blood clots. Makes me wonder, you know? It really makes you wonder. My uncle died of kidney failure. Kidney failure happens to be one of the complications of one of the first medicines that they were using last year at the very beginning of this. Was it remdesivir? Starts with an R. One of the side effects is kidney failure. I don't know if he went in for that. I don't know what he went in for. I just know that that's what he died from, and I can't get much information out of that because his wife, she hasn't really been talking to anybody. I don't know. It's the whole thing has just been weird. So believe me, I have I have experienced loss this year, but I haven't experienced any loss because of what's going on. I don't know. It's strange. It's just strange to me. But again, going back to what we were talking about, just wonder if we're meant to use this. I don't know. I don't know if there's a reason for everything. Father has a reason for everything. And not everything we're supposed to know. Not everything we're supposed to understand. So maybe this we're just not supposed to understand. And that's perfectly fine too. Um Again, I know it was a pretty rough day yesterday. Um going through listening to what people had to say, listening to and reading about what the other side, the evil side, those that just wanted to do things like say, "Well, I told you so," or "This is what anti-shot people get," or "This is what what's the one? Spread stupid theories, get stupid results." Just that kind of stuff just sickened me. Just right to the pit of my belly, just sickened me. And I kept my mouth shut for most of it. I was ready to lay into some of these people, but I just said no. You have to stay away from it because they want you. They're trying to pull you into arguments. Most of these Twitter accounts with their 100 followers and their 1,000 following, and they've either been on Twitter for all of 3 months or they've been on Twitter for all of you know 8 years and haven't posted since 2005. You just know it's a troll account. That's all it is. Just a troll account. You decided you decided out of the blue that 6 years later you're going to start using your Twitter again, and the first thing you're going to do is start ragging on some guy that died. Give me a break. But then there were other real people that were just running their mouths. It's just that spirit of evil, man. It's just you could see it. It's like have more respect. Have some respect. You don't have to sit there and run your mouth about what the man believed in you know before he passed, and then wish death upon everybody else. That's the other thing too. Just the amount of death that people are wishing upon other people right now, just it's disturbing. It's absolutely disturbing. But This is the evil that we're living in now. This is people just. You can just see the evil just taking people over. That's all it is. Somebody willingly wants to take your life away because your beliefs don't line up with theirs. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I honestly wouldn't wish that on anybody. I don't want to take anybody's jobs away. I don't want anybody to die just because they don't believe. I mean, maybe when I was a kid, sure, but I'm a changed man now. I've become something better in Christ. These people. But I don't know. That was something, like I said. Maybe we're supposed to take something out of it. Maybe there's something that we're supposed to take away from it, and that we're supposed to use. But I don't know yet. I don't know what we're supposed to do just yet. I just know that that kind of struck me and made me think. So I guess all I can do is just throw it out there and see if it sticks. I guess maybe. I don't know. I have to go to work now though. So thank you guys for coming around. We'll keep doing what we're doing. Is it Friday? It is Friday. Wow. Yeah. I wish you all well. God bless. Don't let don't let this world bring you down. Don't let these people bring you down. Father said that we are not to fear. For there is no what was the exact phrasing? There is no weapon that man can make that can be used against us. So we will be inheriting something better. Love you all. Take care. I gotta get off here. I'll see you later.